Alright guys, today we're going to be showing you how to set up the Char-Griller Competition Pro for some low and slow type barbecuing. So to start with, we'll need some lumpwood charcoal and some firelighters. So you want to place 4 or 5 firelighters down on the charcoal grate, put a little bit of charcoal on top, light your firelighters, and it should catch a light after about 5 or 10 minutes. Or alternatively, you can fill up your chimney starter with charcoal and light that on the side of your gas burner if you've got one. So you can leave the lid of your firebox open, as well as the side door. This will give you all the airflow that you need to get a fire going. And once your charcoal's burning away nicely, you can go ahead and put a couple of logs of wood on and wait till they catch a light. So once your logs have caught fire, we can leave them for about 5 minutes until they start burning nicely. Then we can go ahead and open up the dampener on our smokestack, shut the lid of our firebox, we can leave the side door open, and then we'll start bringing the temperature of the cooker up. So your temperature is going to start rising pretty quick, so make sure you're keeping an eye on it. And once it gets up to about 200 degrees Fahrenheit, you can go ahead and shut the side door on your firebox, but leave the vent all the way open. And then it's basically just a matter of waiting until it's come up to your desired temperature. I usually like to smoke meat around 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Then you can chuck your drip trays in, and whatever meat you want to throw on the cooker. Today we've got a lamb shoulder and some beef ribs. So what I like to do next is add my top fire grates, and then whatever flavoured smoking wood that you want to use. This will mean that it will smoke and burn away slowly throughout the cook, rather than burning away quickly if you put it directly onto the fire. And then you can add the next log that you want to use, and that will preheat the log, and that means it will catch fire pretty well straight away when you go to put it on the fire next once it starts burning out. And then it's pretty much just a matter of repeating that process throughout the cook. I wish it was that simple, but it's not going to be. You're probably going to get temperature spikes when you put a fresh log on. The temperature should come down naturally, but if it isn't, you can adjust your dampeners, you can close them off a little bit, and if that doesn't work, then you can open up your main lid and that'll let some of the heat out as well. Or if your temperature is too low, you can add a fresh log on and open up your dampeners, and that should bring the temperature of the fire up pretty quickly. So the beef ribs and the lamb shoulder took about 8 hours in total to cook. We had to put a fresh log on the fire about every 45 minutes or so when we noticed the temperature dropping. We had to make a few small adjustments to the vents when we put a fresh log on just to stabilise the temperature again. The smoker sat around 250 to 275 degrees Fahrenheit throughout the cook. So I was pretty happy with how this turned out. Lamb pulled apart really easily and the beef ribs were super tender. So I hope by watching this video that you've learnt a little bit about what you need to do to set up an offset smoker for some low and slow barbecuing. If you want to see a full recipe and video on some pork belly burnt ends in the Char-Griller Competition Pro offset, then maybe give this one a watch. And as always, if you like what you see, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.